Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, today I'm over here at Thermal City washing rocks. I'm actually using a high banker. This is my first time ever using a high banker. Of course, you guys know I do not have a high banker right now, but I do have a river sluice, and that's what today is going to be about. I made a few modifications with my river sluice, and we attached it to the bottom of this Keene High Banker. And I know that this high banker probably isn't missing a lot of gold, but we're going to put it to the test today. So I'm going to show you the little modifications that I made. Just try to slow the material up a little bit. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I'm going to have to adjust my legs out a little bit so we'll not go forward. But I've actually put my river sluice here on the back of the Keene. And you see where it's dropping down. I'm going to lift this up so I won't be losing any water. I just got to adjust it a little bit. The flow is perfect on this. I actually put a damper on my river sluice. And I also made a platform so it'll sit on it. So that way I can take it out into the river, and I can also hook it up to this Keene High Banker. The reason why I actually did that is I just want to make sure we're not losing any gold. James basically assured me that I'm not losing gold, but you see people do it all the time. So I'm going to set you guys up for a little bit. I'm trying not to make this video long. I just want to run this material. We got 1 yard of material. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I hope I can earn your subscription today. So this here is a ball of clay. It's a lot of clay in it. I don't even break the clay up because gold will not penetrate and get inside. If there's any gold, it'll be from the outside. right, so we are halfway through, a little over halfway through our pal. I've been at it for about 2 hours. Everything seems to be running very good. I'm very happy with my frame setup. I have not had to touch it at one time. So I've also been counting my rocks for each amount of bucket. Alright, so we probably got about 3 more buckets with this first load. We're going to go ahead and run it through. And I think we did pretty good today. I was on it for a couple hours. Took my time. I'm about to clean, as soon as I finish this here, I'm going to clean out the river sluice at the end of the Keene High Banker. So let's go ahead and get these last 3 buckets in. Alright, so James just cut the water off, and now we're gonna clean out the high banker, guys. Let me get on the other side, I guess, be better.
Yeah, if you can't do that, now you can do it, right?
Hope we can see anything in there.
That's it. Let me get things off here. Just right off.
Alright, so here we are. I finally straightened up these rocks. And I think this is, trust me, this is not my idea. I actually seen Klesh. I think when he went to Georgia, he actually ran a high banker. And so I figured, hey, you know, that's the only way that I could probably keep track as well. And I'm be honest with you, I may be off 1 or 2 buckets because when you're running this dirt, tend to forget to put a rock in there. But as of right now, I got 7 rows of 7, which is 49. Plus I have 9 over here, which gives me 58 total rocks, guys. So I ran for a yard of dirt. And this here is my cons. That's from the high banker. Cut the video here, but we're gonna pick it up probably tomorrow, because first of all, I have to drive several hours back to Virginia, and I'm just wore out, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I like to try to do these videos in one day, but now I'm learning, you know, when I'm out here prospecting and stuff, it's gonna take a little bit more than just a day, especially because I want to get the material to you guys. I want to get good content. When I get back, I'll lay this stuff out so it'll dry, and then we'll go ahead and get a tally and see how we did, and actually see how that river sluice, if it picked up anything, if that Keene has lost any, was losing any gold, which I really doubt it. So all right, see you guys here in a second for you guys. So welcome back to the vault. So we've been here a couple of days. I done dried out the pay dirt. I've also took a couple of days to recover. So you see that I'm already caked up and I'm already gloved up. So now it's time to go ahead and go over to the vault. But before we go over to the vault, I've already got the material classified, and I tell you, it's more classifications that I've ever done. But before we go to the panning station, guys, I want to share a quick video that inspired me with this high banker, and it actually introduced me to the high banker whenever I first started my journey on prospecting. Of these 2 lovely people from Iowa. That's awesome. All right, so they hard at it, guys. How you doing, sir? All right, doing good. All right, so this is what you use. This is what you call a high banker. Yeah.
Yeah, high banker.
High banker, yeah. They washing rocks. So what? So how big was your pile when you started?
Big. Probably from there over to there.
Oh.
So it was big.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right.
It's an all-day shoveling job.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, so we're gonna let them be. Hopefully, they get a lot of grams, and who knows, maybe they get some ounces today.
Maybe we'll get enough to pay gas home.
That's right. Where are you guys from?
Iowa.
Iowa. Okay, okay. So we are over here in the panning station, and I tell you what, we got a table for you guys today. Man, I tell you, I got 9 classifications, and I tell you, you know, this was a lot of cons. Believe it or not, with this high banker here, I had 8 pounds of cons. Right here, we're starting out with the ½ inch. We got the ¼ inch, -18. Then we got the -10, -20, 30, 40, 50, and this is 60 and beyond, guys. I tell you, I believe we're gonna go ahead and start with the ½ inch. And we also got a bunch of magnetics here. I mean, a lot of magnetics. And if this, I'm trying to keep this video to a minimum. I know it's going to be a little long, but normally we'll put this magnetic back in. But I need all the help I can get with panning. So we're gonna first, I got with the bigs, I have my pointer here, and we're gonna check it to see if we got any. First of all, nugget, and also see if we got any hot rocks. Oh, what is that? No, wait a minute. I think I see it. You know, we got some. Man, that's the first eye. You know what? That looked like it's some lead or a bird shot, man. I tell you, let me see. Let's double check that. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So, hey, if you got any bigs like this here, don't be afraid to check them. You know, you never know. We may can find a little nugget. Unfortunately, I did find a bird shot. All right. So anyway, there's nothing else in there. Man, that's pretty cool. A little bird shot. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and start with the large. All right, let's go ahead and put some surfactant in the water. Of course, you guys know that helps with water tension, and of course, gold does float. We're gonna go ahead and just pan the big really quick, guys. My non-smelling gold dog next door. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take this up, and I'm gonna show you an easy way really quick. I'm not trying to stall this video, trust me, I'm trying to get over. But what I do, so if I know I'm gonna switch up my pans, I got Velcro actually on the bottom of my pans so it won't move, and that way I can just switch out my white trays. All right, so let's go ahead, and this is all the -10. Now this is, I'm sorry, now this is actually, this is not -10, this is actually -18. I apologize, this is -18. I think we'll go ahead and do this in 2. So this is -18, not -10. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pan through this here, and if I get any gold, I'll bring you guys back up. All right, this is the last little bit of the -10. So far, we haven't found anything. You see, we just got started here. Let's try to find this last little bit of -10, then we'll go to the -20. All right, we found our first pieces of gold in this -10. Man, I tell you, I wish it was a little bit more flakes. But hey, we'll take it. Nice flakes. Let's zoom in on this one. That's what we want right there, guys. So we're going to go ahead and go with the -20. Let's suck these up. All right. We're with the -20. Let's put about this much here in there. I said that's probably about 2 scoops to start off with. All right, man. So I'm excited, man. This is gonna be good. All right. I was about to cut you off and say I was gonna turn you back on, but I'm glad that you see that one. Yeah, try to separate that. And I'm telling you what, this time I'm separated this gold as good as I can before I clean it, so that way I won't have to spend so much time cleaning it. Get over here. Get over here. All right, I will repan that over. I see. Zoom you guys in here. 5 nice flakes right there. That Thermal City gold, baby. That Thermal City gold. Yes, sir. Let's get that snuffer. And you know, last time, I don't know why. I guess I assumed that most of that gold last time was in the -30, because if you remember, if you look back, I actually skipped the -20 last time. And heck, that's 5 nice flakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start panning this. I'll turn you guys back on once we find more gold. Now, as of right now, there's not quite a lot of that Surgon. There's a little bit of Surgon. Another, I see 6 flakes in this one here. And like I said, I'm trying, since I got these bigger flakes, I'm trying to clean this material a lot better, so it won't be hard on me whenever I clean it. I like zooming you guys in. And this is -20 mesh, guys. 4 flakes right there. Nice, nice. Got him. Get over here. I like that Mortal Kombat. That's why I said that, guys. Man, this is all right. This has been fun so far. It's always fun to pan Thermal City gold. All right, we got 2 more. They're together, but was that one? Sorry, that's a nice little wire piece. That's one. I thought it was 2 pieces stuck together, but it's just 1 piece right there. That's nice. I'll take it. Heck yeah. Get in there. All right, so like I said, should be the last pan, and I'm gonna turn you guys back on if there's anything in it. If there's not, I'll turn you back on once we go to the -30. Guys, I don't know if I'm just getting lucky or what. Panning this back, and I saw 1 flake of gold in this. Here, let me try to zoom me in here. I kind of hate that I turn you guys on so early, because now I got to get those black sands and the hematite out of there. And also, it got that Surgon sand, same size as the gold. And actually, I got a little bit of fire gold with this as well. So now we're gonna start getting into, with that -30, we're gonna start getting into that fire gold, guys. Let me try to clean this up a little bit better. Man, That looks so good. That looks so nice. I'm getting a lot better with cleaning my gold. It's just that circle, that sand, man. This was a nice pan here. All right, so that was the last of the -30. I got like one flake out of the one before that. I didn't turn you guys back on just for that one flake. Pan this back a little slow for you guys since this is the last bit of the 30. So that's 3 little flakes with probably about 4 or 5 little pieces of flour gold right there. Alright, this is the first scoop of the -40, guys. Alright, wasn't nothing in that first scoop. That's the first time I didn't get any gold with the first, any type of, with a new classification. So, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, guys. Turn you guys back on here in a few. Last bit of the -40. And I have been finding 3 and 4 flakes here and there. Nothing like the third -30 and -20. Who was finding 10 and 12 flakes at a time. But I do see like 1 or 2 flakes that's gonna pop up through here. Yeah, so you guys know I'm just trying to be patient because I'm trying to clean the gold as I get it so it won't take a long process for me. Alright, so here it is. See, I zoom in there. Little smiley face, it's about 1, 2. Alright, so we down to the -50. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright, I got that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start loading these pans up. Turn you guys back on once we get more gold. Alright, I just panned this back here. And this is the -50, nice scoops here. See if zoom in. Still got a lot of the flour. Little smiley face there. Still pulling out this gold, man. This is very exciting for 0.40 in this here. And also, I think we paid $65 for a yard of dirt for the High Banker. And if I'm wrong or mistaken, you guys correct me. So, okay, so let's go ahead and do the last of the -50. And then this was the last little bit of material from the -50. Let's see here. We got about 3, 6, 9. Got about 10 flakes here. Scoop that up. Alright, so this here is the -6 yarn. This is probably about, heck, this is probably about 3 to 4 pounds of the material. Alright, so let's do about this much. Let's see how this pans out. It's right up in that corner by my glove. See that right there, those pieces? Alright. Let's go ahead and scoop that up. This is the -60 and beyond. And I tell you, this stuff is so freaking fun to pan. And look at this here. Look at all of that fine gold. Look at that smiley face, man. I'm taking my time. And this is why I classify. Alright, show you guys all of that nice shiny again. Wow, man, this has been so fun to pan. See all that flour in there? Look at all that flour, man. Wow. Alright, I'll turn you guys back on. We've still been getting some pretty fine flour gold still, guys, so I'm really excited to see what we have in here when we do this snuffered up and we get us a RIP. Are new to the channel and you're just watching this video, I do RIPs instead of ROIs. They basically is the same, except the RIP is return in pay dirt. And if it's a good pay dirt, we'll let them know that it's a good pay dirt. But if it's a really bad pay dirt, that pay dirt can rest in peace. And it is the RIP, stands for a rip-off. And we've actually had a few rip-offs, guys. You need to go and check out the videos and check them out. Alright, more flour, guys. This was the last bit of the -60 and beyond. This last little bit that I had in the pan, we still found more that nice yellow gold. I messed it up. I got all of that. Alright, I'm gonna come back with a snuffer dump. I'm gonna get some clean water in here, and I'm excited to see what is in this bottle. I don't see, can you hear that too? Sound like we got some weight. Alright, you hear that? Got a little weight to it. Let's do it. Let's do the snuffer dump. I'm excited to see what we got. Alright. Just make sure ain't nothing else up in there. There it is. What you guys think? I think we did a good job. A lot of flour. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this gold up. And we're going to take it to the vault. And we're going to get us a RIP. Alright. Man, look at that there. That looks nice. That looks really, I tell you, that's kind of some chunky Thermal City gold right there. See you guys in the vault. Alright, let's go ahead and clear the scale. Hoping to get at least 0.450 or 0.40. I will be happy with that. That right there is 0.326. All right, we got over a quarter, so that's 0.326. I'm gonna write that down so I won't forget. And we'll go over here to the gold calculator and the percentage calculator. Okay, guys, so we're going to the gold calculator, and we got 0.326 grams of gold. We're going to select 24 karat. That is the highest amount price you can get for placer gold, and we're going to calculate this, which gives us $43. Let me write this down, and then we'll go to the percentage calculator. $43.56 worth of gold, and this gold for that first run, I'm pretty sure it cost me $65 off the door, which gives us a total of 67.01% RIP. All right, guys, so we got a 67% RIP. That is a good return in pay dirt. So all I can say is that maybe we had got some spotty ground. It looked like we was getting some good gold. I got pretty much gold almost in every classification. I was excited about it. This is the most classifications I ever done. I took my time doing this pay dirt stuff. That High Banker is really different from the trommels that I'm used to running, because I was getting close to a half a gram or about 0.45. But it could be the ground, you know. I can't expect to get good ground every time. I tell you what, Thermal City just got me spoiled. But I can't wait to go over to Lucky Stripe as well. They're supposed to be actually closer to the source. And I'm going to try that High Banker as well. And we're going to do some prospecting right up the road from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I earned your subscription today. You guys need to go on over to Thermal City and, you know, rent you out a High Banker and see what kind of gold you guys can get out of it. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And like I tell everybody, the adventure begins one pan at a time. And we've actually been panning a lot of pans. So thanks for watching this video, and check out the video next week whenever we do the river sluice run. And hopefully we got some cons, and hopefully we caught a little bit of flour gold in that as well. So I'll talk to you guys next week, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.